Hello, everybody. Today we are talking about April news, and it is a rather positive month with a lot of new activity taking place. Jupiter is changing signs, Sun is going to be exalted, Venus is exalted, and I'm dressed in yellow in honor of Jupiter. There's fresh air in town, and also the world horoscopes, that means what we are expecting from the world, is also resetting. So this is the last few days of the old samvatsara or year. So let us explore. Hello, I'm Komilla Sutton, and we are talking April planetary news. And do remember to subscribe, press the bell notification, and let us explore April news. The planets in April, they're in a generally good mood. The biggest news is, of course, that Jupiter is changing signs from its debilitation, Capricorn, to Aquarius. And that in that honor today, I am wearing yellow for Jupiter, the guru. And Jupiter has been debilitated for the last few months, and therefore that is more downward, pushing us energy down. And Aquarius always been celebrated as a Kumbh Mela, as other kind of energy, because whenever a planet leaves its debilitation sign, it's always a real positive aspect to consider at that time. So then, of course, the Sun gets exalted this month. From 13th of April, Sun will be exalted in Aries, and that brings also great energy for everybody, positive and physical energy as well. So boosts our personal self. So I think our physical self as well when Sun is in Aries. Many planets in Aries this month, so there's a new, focus in town. And of course, all those planets before going to Aries have Gandanta crossing. They will cross over different Gandanta points throughout the month, and we get Venus, Mercury, Sun all going through Gandanta. Moon goes through Gandanta 3 times a month, but the Pisces Aries Gandanta moon is also going to be crossing. I'm going to make a separate video about it, so do watch for it. Actually, in the planetary news, I'm just giving you the gist of what is happening. Each of these activities will have a separate video, as you know, so therefore you can explore it further. I think the other good news is that Mars has been with Rahu for the last month and a half. And although Mars broke the Kalsarpa, according to me, that means it broke away from Rahu. The Rahu influence is still there. So Mars going into Gemini on 13th of April, same day Sun goes into Aries. These are all really positive aspects to look forward to. And I feel that, you may be thinking that we are expecting something better now as we go along. Of course, planets can always come and bother and create some situation. We are looking at a broader picture of optimism. That doesn't mean we are not being cautious and careful, but this is good energy. One of the important things is happening in April. On 12th of April is that Chaitra Shukla Pratipada happens. This is when the world horoscope resets. And I've made a separate video for Chaitra Shukla Pratipada. I've already made a separate video for Jupiter in Aquarius, so do look those things up. But I'm going to look at what is the things we can expect in April. Now, when we are looking at analysis, you can look at your ascendant or your moon sign. Sometimes I may not say, I'll just say Aries or Pisces, but I don't say specifically whether it's your moon or sun sign. But it is just important to see that don't miss out on your ascendant, moon sign. So two areas, if both are having a positive transit, then you are, clear for the month. But if one is positive, one is more difficult, you may find some challenges that are there. So what to expect? Aries, Mars is still with Rahu. It's in the second house. It is going to change signs on 13. So that is quite a major event for you, getting away from Rahu's influence and dissatisfaction and Rahu's general, upheaval energy. Third house is motivation. What are you going to do about things? And then Sun, exalted Sun comes on 13th. So 13th April, big shift day for you, because an exalted Sun is there for the rest of the month. Taurus, Venus is in Pisces and Aries. Now, in Pisces, it is combust. In Aries also it is combust. Actually, throughout this month, Venus is quite close to the Sun. What happens is that Venus and Sun travel 1 degree a day. So in order for Venus to get out of combustion, it's more difficult, whereas Mercury is slightly faster, so it can conjoin and then move away. So Venus this month is, so I would say that you are a little bit burnt out, and you should try to nurture yourself, look after yourself. If you feel down, then you know that you have overdone things. And even though Venus is exalted first and then it goes into, on 9th of April, it goes into Aries, it's still with exalted Sun from 13th onwards, but it's just that too close to the Sun. So you have to pace yourself. Gemini, Mercury is debilitated in Pisces regarding your career, but Venus is, even though Venus is combust, it's helping you break the debilitation and give you the pop of energy to do things. Mercury moves out of Pisces, goes into Aries, and Aries is 11th house of money. But Mercury is going closer to the Sun, so you do need to take care and be conscious of that. And you may feel that you are too kind of burnt out a bit, but you're used to this thing overdoing and then taking some time out. So take time out this month. That is one of your to-do list. Cancer, Sun is in Aries, Mars gets away from Rahu. So your two good planets, they are doing well. Jupiter is in Aquarius. I think Jupiter in Aquarius is one for you to watch out for, because it goes into your 6th house. So you may feel lack of support. And then do look up, if Cancer is your ascendant or moon sign, look up what the other aspect is, how Jupiter is dealing with that. But 6th house means that you have to be careful to take advice from other people, and also careful that you are not loving everybody. Sometimes people are not for you. However, Sun in Aries, that is good news for you. I would say this is a good month for you. Leo, Sun is in Aries from 13th. It's well worth waiting for 13th of April before starting doing anything. Now, 12th, 13th, Sun is Gandanta, so it's a bit shaky ground, but you go into Aries, that is a much more powerful energy for you. It is your 9th house of higher knowledge, studies. It is connected to father, guru. Then Sun will also go into Taurus. So this is a good transit for you. And I would renew yourself and make some positive affirmations during this time. Virgo, Mercury is in Pisces first, then in Aries. It is first part of its transit to 16th. It is debilitated, yet there is a cancellation of debilitation. But when it goes into Aries, then it is also feeling the unsettled energy for you. Aries for you is the 8th house, and Mars will be in Gemini and Mercury will be in Aries. They'll be exchanging signs, Parivartana Yoga. This is not a positive one for you. So I would say that take things slowly, don't rush into situations, nurture yourself, and think of this month as a more unsettled time for you. Libra, Venus is exalted, then Venus comes into Aries on 9th. Now, Aries actually better for you because it is aspecting your ascendant or your moon sign from Aries. However, Venus continues to be too close to the sun, burnt out. So you may find that you're getting too close to certain people in power who are not being receptive to you or trying to take over your ideas or your energy. So it is a month to be careful, and then Venus will move away from combustion and go into Taurus, so that is a much better energy for you awaiting in May. Scorpio, Mars has been with Rahu in your 7th house, so relationships have been a little fraught. I think that Mars going into Gemini on 13th, it's your 8th house. So 8th house is house of transformation, it's the house of research, secret knowledge. So it is good for you to focus on more secret knowledge and spiritual development rather than focusing on taking some actions, because what happens is with 8th house energy, that actions you're taking, you may not get the same rewards for it. However, Sun is exalted, it is your 10th house ruler, so professionally there can be opportunities for you. And Jupiter in Aquarius, 4th house, aspecting your 10th house, so you feel very happy. So overall, I feel as long as you manage your Mars in Gemini, it should be good. Sagittarius is big news for you because your Lagna Lord or Moon Lord is changing signs, moving away from Saturn, and it is going in your 3rd house of initiative, self-effort. What are you going to do about things? So you feel very motivated to make changes for yourself. At the same time, your other good planet, Sun, is becoming exalted on 13th, so that is good for you as well. Your 5th house ruler, good ideas, good thinking. Children can be very pleasurable. Mars comes into your 7th house, so just be careful a little bit about arguments and things, because partnerships, having Mars there, although Mars is a good planet for you, can be volatile. So just be aware of it. Capricorn, of course, Capricorn ascendant, Capricorn moon, Saturn is in full dignity. He's not moving anywhere. He's there. So you have to see what degrees your moon is, if Saturn is going over it. But I would say that Saturn in Capricorn anyway promotes caution and carefulness, and you are continuing. It may not be at all so negative for you, but still you are being cautious. Jupiter has gone into the 2nd house, finance, money. It is bringing opportunities for you. And Sun is exalted in your 4th house. Again, that is highlighting home issues. So as long as you are just aware of how Saturn is affecting you, each one of you, the Capricorn, Lagna, Moon, you know what it is, then you just be aware and deal with it. Aquarius, I feel this is really nice time for you. Feel very joyous, you feel full of life because Jupiter is coming to visit you after 12 years and he's going to be there till September. So overall your mood is very positive. And Venus, your great planetary friend, is also exalted. It will go into Aries, which is about motivation and what you want to do. Sun will be exalted in Aries. So I feel Sun rules your partnership, and so your partners feel very strong and happy with what is happening. So this should be a positive month for you. And Pisces, again, Jupiter has changed signs. It's gone into Aquarius. Now Aquarius is the 12th house. So you could think it could take you abroad, it could make you travel, it could create expenses. If you're traveling, maybe those are the expenses. At least that's what's happening with me. But it can also be that you're thinking more spiritually. You are thinking about making some donation, looking after people. So again, for Pisces, look at where your moon or ascendant sign is, if you have either or, so that you see if there, what is the other balancing aspect for you. So that is it for today. All the best. Do remember to subscribe.